Hello. Oh my gosh, this is scary. I hope it's working because I don't want to have to do this twice. Okay, everybody, I am sitting in the car. We are going to dinner. The family is in there, so they're not out here bothering me. But I am doing my very first Facebook Live, and I want you to know that I'm so nervous right now. Anyways, I'm just going to get right to it. I've been working on a passion project of mine for months, and then thinking about Mother's Day, going into this weekend with Mother's Day on Sunday, and all the ways that motherhood has changed me and really grown me as a person. I just feel inspired to share. And you have to bear with me because I have a lot of buildup I want to get through. I have notes so I don't screw it all up and get off track. And so here I go. If you've been friends with me for more than a minute, you know that I'm passionate about natural living and real food, nutrition. I feed my children really well. Oh, hi guys. I try to do as many things organic, and I avoid chemicals, all that good stuff. And I've been friends with you, a lot of you, long enough to know that as soon as I said chemicals and natural, you stopped listening to me. So hopefully you can stick with me on this one though. It's funny as moms how we kind of categorize ourselves, and we don't want others to do it for us, and we don't want anyone else to put a label on us, but we do it to ourselves. And I remember one day I was at the park and I met another mom, and she was like wearing her baby in a sling or a carrier or something, and she was telling me about how she makes all her own baby foods and tries to feed her new baby really well. And so I invited her to come to one of my holistic mom nights, and she said, "Oh, I'm not a holistic mom. No, that's not for me." And that really struck me as interesting because here she was in front of me and she's making baby food and she's wearing a baby, and I'm thinking, well, she does everything all my holistic moms do, so what's the difference, right? And in my mind, I'm like the middle of the road hippie mom, and I'm certainly not a Pinterest mom. I'm not a sporty mom. I like to think I'm a cool mom. Wyatt would probably argue that. But the point is, it's like whether you identify as a soccer mom or an Instagram mom or a regular mom, we're all the same, and we all love our babies like crazy, and we love them with a love that we probably never even knew we could have. But the point is like I've never met a mom who didn't want to raise a healthy child. They didn't want their babies to grow up to be kind and healthy and be a good person. So I mentioned holistic moms, and a lot of you know that a few years ago after Wyatt was born, I started the Orange County chapter of the Holistic Moms Network, and that's a national nonprofit group. They have chapters all over the country. And basically what I did is I would just host monthly meetings. I did a lot of community outreach and education, just trying to educate people about the world of natural living and bring moms together in a community. Something you may not know yet is that I stepped down from that position with Holistic Moms at the end of 2017. And I did that because I wanted to focus on pursuing something of my own. Sorry, I'm nervous. Through the members who came in through Holistic Moms and families that I met in the community, I started to notice a trend, and it was people who were coming to me through Holistic Moms. They were coming for like one of three reasons usually, and it was one, probably the most common, is that they were a new mom or newly pregnant and wanting to learn everything there is to know about pregnancy and how to have a healthy pregnancy and raise a baby in a world where there's like toxins all around us. The other were maybe moms who have had their own struggle with health issues and finally we're finding some healing through like natural methods or alternative medicine. And the last one is moms or families with really sick children, like chronically sick children, like allergies, ADD, neurological disorders. And after not finding any answers or treatments that were working through traditional Western medicine, they turned to natural things to help their children. And then that's how they ended up getting into this whole like natural world. Anyways, of all the women and the mothers and families that I met over the years, and hearing stories about how they finally found health after struggling their whole lives or having their sick children, once they find that there's a different way to live, all of them always asked, why didn't anybody ever tell me about this? Or why don't people know about this? And I don't have the answer to that. But I stepped down from leadership because I was starting to feel like the natural community that I was in, as much as I loved it, I didn't feel like they needed me. They didn't need me, one more person in there singing along with their choir that they already have. I feel like my work is to be out, like teaching those songs to the people who don't already know them. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer or doom and gloom lady, but last time I checked, in America, like 1 in 6 children have a developmental disability. Like 54% of children here in America have chronic illness. That means if you have 2 kids, I have 2 kids, chances are one of them either has or will have either asthma, anxiety problems, ADD, food allergies, ear infections. They're going to be chronically sick, 1 in 2 children. And let's not forget, we really can't ignore the skyrocketing rates of obesity and cancer and autoimmune disease in children. And autoimmune disease was supposed to be something, or used to be considered something that happened to old people, not our children. And so the fact is that here in the United States, our children are among like the sickest of all the wealthiest and developed nations. Our children are sick, and they're getting sicker every year. And I think for the first time in history, like, our children are expected to have a lower life expectancy than their parents. And I really want to play a part in reversing those statistics. Like, I really do. So this is my announcement. I am launching a new project, and it's really just me on a mission, and I'm sharing what I'm most passionate about with anyone who wants to listen. And thank you for those of you who are still listening. My new project is called Hol.istik, and it's my purpose to introduce families to the world of natural living. And I want to help people connect the dots between nutrition and healthy eating to environmental toxins and the roles that they play in disease. And it really is a rabbit hole, and once you start digging, it gets pretty deep. For Mother's Day, I really just want to give all the mothers out there like the power and the knowledge to know that they can raise healthy, thriving children, and it doesn't have to be dependent upon a medical system that's broken, really, and the junk food that we're told we're supposed to be feeding our kids. I want to help you do that. And I feel so 100% like strongly and certain that this is my calling in life. Like, this is my purpose, and motherhood brought me here. And that's why I wanted to do this on Mother's Day, because it was just reflecting on how motherhood has changed me and really brought me to be the person that I am right now. And I'm so grateful for that. And then for you guys, like, I have so many of you who have been supportive to me and encouraging, like, through this, because I've been trying for way too long to put all my thoughts together and build something out in a way that felt authentic and real and like something that really could make a difference. So thank you, because without you, I would still be doubting myself and obsessing over making everything perfect. I'd still be trying and not doing. So thank you. You guys have, so many of you have been so helpful to me. Next, I do have a couple requests. Several of you have reached out to me throughout the years, either one-on-one or in a group, and I would just love it if I've ever helped you in any way, that you can just send me a personal message and let me know, because I need to build up my street cred, and it would kind of be like a little testimonial for me as I move forward in my marketing and really starting to do this. I'd appreciate that. And next, I would like to invite you all to visit my website. I'll put a link for it in the I don't even know how to do that, but I think I can comment on this afterwards. But it's rabbitholistic.com, and the holistics with a K, not a C. I do have a Facebook page, but I'm not active on there. But I am posting on Instagram already, so you can find me on Instagram. Please follow me. Please share me with any friends you think might be interested in something like this. And lastly, I will be offering classes and workshops. I don't have any ready right now, but they're getting so close. But every day we're exposed to toxins in the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we consume, the products we put on our clothes, and just the way we lead these really stress-filled, busy lives right now. And it can be really overwhelming to try to learn about all those things and all the different ways to protect yourselves. And so instead of learning about it, a lot of people just ignore it and hope it'll go away. But as the statistics are showing, these problems are not going away. So I'd really like to help people learn, and I promise I do it in a fun way, in an easy way that you can implement. And if you're with me, if you're in one of my live classes, there'll probably be wine, because you know me. Anyways, if you have any interest in learning with me, please let me know. On my website right now, I do have a free guide that you can download, and it's just like a little getting started thing. If you know of anyone who might like it, please send them that, and just share it. Everyone, you've all seriously been so supportive, so I'd love your continued support as I do this. Lastly, if you're wondering where I go from here, aside from offering classes, I am planning to go back to school this fall. There's a program starting in September, and I'm going to be a nutritional therapy practitioner. It sounds really fancy, but I really do believe that food is medicine, and just through my own wellness journey and seeing what a difference like nutrition actually made in my life and how much it's helped other people, I think this will be like the perfect program for me. And really, I just want to help people. I know so many people are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and there is another way to live, and I just really want to get the message out. So thank you all so much for watching, and have a happy Mother's Day. Now I'm going to do a really awkward move to figure out how to turn this off. Okay, bye.